So, we're going to take a look at a famous scene in a famous movie about a tragic event. The event obviously was the Titanic, as you can see in the title, in which, 1912, 1,517 people unfortunately perished or died. But here we're going to be looking at a scene in the salon which had a capacity of 550 people. And there are also actually four restaurants on the Titanic, which was quite interesting. There are some things that were quite revolutionary actually about the Titanic. And it was obviously the most luxurious ship in the world at the time, second to none, even though they only actually paid $7.5 million to build it, which I guess was a lot back then. I don't know what it translated to today's money. So I'll catch you up to where we are. We're in the scene, obviously, when they're at dinner, and Dawson had just finished sort of telling the story about how he exists just kind of as a fisherman and working on trap steamers, and he's a vagabond basically. He just kind of travels around and just works where he can. And Rose's mother had just sort of put him down, kind of said, "Oh, you find that kind of existence appealing, do you?" So we'll pick up there.
I mean, got everything I need right here with me. Got air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper.
Okay, so he's a simple guy. He has everything he needs. He has air in his lungs, which is just another way to say that he's living, and a couple of sheets of paper. And, he had previously, it's already shown that was a passion of his. He's an artist.
What is this stupid thing you're carrying around? So what are you, an artist or something?
So that's all that he really needed. That's, he was happy with that. He had $1 in his pocket maybe and some paper he can sketch with, and he's alive. He's happy with that.
I mean, I love waking up in the morning not knowing what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet.
What's interesting is he loves waking up every morning and not knowing who he's going to meet, but having met people has kind of put him in this predicament that he's in, is being on the Titanic. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Was that a predicament? Was it a bad situation for him that he ended up on a Titanic and died? Because perhaps had he not, he would have never fallen in love in the way that he fell in love with Rose. So do you think that love was worth dying for him in that situation? Who knows? But so this is what got him in this mess to begin with.
Where I'm going to wind up. Just the other.
Or where I'm going to wind up. So that's an interesting one. We use that quite often. We say wind up somewhere or wind up doing something. Just means that it's something that we didn't plan on. We were going to do something else usually, and we wound up doing something else. I was going to go to the grocery store, but I wound up getting coffee instead.
Night I was sleeping under a bridge, and now here I am on the grandest ship in the world, having champagne with you fine people. I'll take some of that.
I love how it sort of takes control there, and it's like, yeah, I'll take some more of that. He plays the role. I'm in first class, but Titanic really was amazing, and the size of it was just, huge. Doesn't begin to even start to explain how big this ship actually was.
I figure life's a gift, and I don't intend on wasting it.
It's interesting how he says life's a gift, and I don't intend on wasting it. So who is he talking to here, do you think? He had just the night prior, Rose Rose was hanging off the back of the ship,
Don't
and
come
she
any
was ready to
closer.
do just that.
Come on.
Waste her
Give me your
life,
hand, I'll
throw
pull you
away
back
her
over.
life.
No! Stay where you are! I mean it! I'll let go!
And he says, "No, you won't." Yeah, I'm such a nerd. I've seen this movie way too many times. All a long time ago, though.
You never know what hand you're gonna get dealt next.
That's very true, and that's actually quite a common expression to say. You don't know what hand you're going to get dealt next. But it was literally in his situation.
We're going to America. Full house, boys.
It was a full house that got him on the Titanic. Whether or not you think that was a good thing, that he was on the Titanic, it was a full house. It was a card game that actually got him there.
You learn to take life as it comes at you.
So yeah, you learn to take life as it comes at you.
Oh, you go, Cal.
So it's interesting. It's interesting the look that Cal has here on his face when he catches these matches. And as Dawson is talking about, you never know what life will throw at you. It sounds to me like he's kind of speaking literally as well as figuratively, because he literally wasn't ready for Dawson to throw those matches right in his face like he did, and he also is not ready for Dawson to steal his fiancée and make love below deck in a car. And so yeah, figuratively and literally, he was not ready for what life had in store for him.
To make each day count.
Well said, Jack.
Yeah.
To make each day count. So it's interesting. The older gentleman there came out with a here, which is a British way to say, yeah, I absolutely agree. Now, Brits, we don't really use it anymore, except for in government. In government, you'll hear that all the time in the Parliament building. Here. It's how you agree. You do that or you stand. You can't actually clap. There's no clapping in the building. There's no clapping in government in the UK. It's, I don't know, seen as vulgar, I guess.
To making it count.
To make it count. Brother.
So I kind of think it's at this point that Cal realizes that, maybe it wasn't the best idea to invite this guy, to dinner. He's been upstaged basically all along. The whole time he's been upstaged by this guy, Dawson. And he can see that, Rose is hanging on every word that he's saying, that she's quite impressed with him as a person, and what does he have to do? He gets to sit back and think about how
Perhaps
he was the
you
one
could join us
that invited
dinner
him.
tomorrow evening to regale our group with your heroic tale.
So he kind of has himself to thank for that. So in the end, what is the takeaway from this? What can be learned from making it count? Yeah, I mean, life is all about those millimeters, those centimeters, those meters, those inches. It's all about timing. In the end, it's really all about timing. Making it count. Making it count just means that you want to have all of the experiences that you can in your life and make the best of all of those experiences. That's all that really means. Is it the best thing to do? So, for example, when you know, when Cal extended his invites,
Perhaps
was he making
join
it
us
count?
for dinner tomorrow
Was that the
evening
best?
to regale our group with
Did that end up the
your
best
heroic
the
tale?
best way for him? No, it caused him to basically lost his fiance over it. But I think he would have probably lost her anyway. But was he making it count in that situation? Yeah, maybe. Was her mother trying to make it count? Yeah, she was. She was looking out for her own interests. It had said earlier in the movie that she saw Dawson as a bug that needed to be squashed quickly because her mother needed him to marry someone of money. So her intention at the dinner was to put Dawson down as much as she can, make him look as bad as she possibly could. Did Cal make it count? Cal kind of fluffed it. He kind of he choked. He choked. When I say choked, it just means that he didn't come through. He was taken aback. It was unexpected. I think it was unexpected for him that first of all that Dawson would be dressed as he was and look as nice as he did, and to be as charming and well spoken as he was. And in the end, I think that Dawson gave him all a run for the money. Kind of made them all interested and charmed all of them very well. So I guess in that situation, he did. Am I going to look at you now and tell you guys to, all right, I'll see you later, make it count in your life? Nah. No, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I'll see you later next time. Next time, guys. Take care.